ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। (417th Sutra) Shloka says, Prarabdha Sutra Gratitam Shariram Prayatu Va Tishtatu Gorivasrak Natat Punah Pashyati Tattveta Nandatmana Brahmani Leena Vrittihi. Prarabdha Sutra Gratitam Shariram. This Sharira, how has this Sharira come about? The definition of Sharira is Bhogayatanam Shariram. That which makes the bhoga possible. What bhoga? Prarabdha bhoga really. Other bhoga is earned in this life. But the reason for which you are born, that cannot be your current karma. It has to be your past karma. Therefore, prarabdha gratitam, prarabdha sutra gratitam, it is made by prarabdha karmas. Now, what choice do you have but to stay in it? As long as prarabdha is there, even the jnani has to stay in the sharira. He has no association with it, so the sharira does not drag the person along, does not drag the brahmatma along. So prayatuva tishtatu, goriva srak. So imagine, not really imagine, you will have seen it. If you have seen a cow with a bell in its neck, generally a bell, or here it is a garland here. But generally the rope, there is a rope and there is a garland also at times around the cow's neck, or you will have seen a bell. The cow is not bothered by it, whether the garland or the bell even remains. It is not disturbed at all. It is for the benefit of others. Similarly, prayatu va tishtatu va goriva srak. This garland, whether it is there around the cow's neck or not, it is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. Similarly, the sharira, whether it remains or not, it is irrelevant to the jnani. Na tat punah pashyati tattveta. The sharira na punah tat shariram pashyati tattveta vetta tattvam vindati iti tattveta. One who knows this tattva, reality of everything, that there is nothing other than Atma, that is the reality of everything. Nandatmana Brahmani Leena Vrittihi. Leena Vrittihi Tattveta, one whose vrittis have become Leena, have become resolved. Where? In Brahma, in Brahmatma. Then how does he remain? Nandatmana Tishtati. Leenavatti Brahmani Nandatmana. Nandatmana Brahmani Leena Vrittis San Punaha Shariram Tattveta na pashyati iti anvayah. This is how it would be. Sutra gratita srak mala. The sutra gratita, the comparison is sutra gratitam, that sutra gratitam from that shabda prarabdha sutra gratitam is the exemplified sharira. In the example it is srak, goriva srak, that's Srak, garland, is what? It is Sutra Grathita. Srak is Strilinga, so Sutra Grathita. Sutra Grathita Srak means Mala, Rajjurva Alankaradyartham Galado Baddha. Prayatu Tishtatu va Yatha Goho Tatra na Drishtihi. There is the cow has it around its neck, but it does not look at it. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. Somebody has tied it, somebody has put a mala around its neck, does not care for it at all. Similarly, this jnani does not care for the sharira. Somebody, who is that somebody? Whoever that entity, mithya entity, came up when this Brahmatma was erroneously associated with the sharira, that time whichever that mithyatma came up, anadikalena, but we'll say came up, whatever was as though existent earlier, that mithyatma is no longer there. So it was made by Ishvara for the bhoga of that mithyatma. When that mithyatma is no longer there, the jnani mukhyatma is there, why would that mukhyatma care for the sharira which is for the mithyatma? It is mithyatma sharira, not the mukhyatma sharira. Therefore, tatra na drishtihi, goho drishti nasti eva, prayatu tishtatu va, prakarshena yatu tishtatu va. Let it go away completely or let the sharira remain, it does not care. And in the example mala, and then the Bhagavan Vyakyanakara says Rajjurva, or a rope around the neck of the cow. Mala has been used for a different reason, perhaps Rajjurva. If the Rajju, people may think Rajju, if the rope is tied, then the cow will care for it. But Mala, it does not care. That's why Mala has been used in the Mula. Alankaradyartham, and that rope also for the purpose of Alankara. It is one who, the cow does not need Alankara. One who looks at the cow, does the puja of the cow, that person needs the Alankara, and cow is completely indifferent to it. Tatra drishtihi nasti tatha prarabdhameva sutram tena grathitam rachitam. So prarabdha itself is considered as a rope, and this rope is what ties you. Here in the example, in the exemplified, rope fits better. Grathitam, it is generated by or put together by that sutra which is prarabdha. Prarabdha itself is the sutra. Therefore, Rajjurva has been said by Bhagavan Vyakyanakara, because prarabdha in the exemplified, that as a rope it fits better, not as a mala. So you have to make a slight difference to understand what is the example versus the exemplified. Tata prarabdhameva sutram tena graditam rachitam vidushaha abhimana bhaveapi abhimanasya abhaveapi tadiyataya itaraihi jnayamanam tattva sakshatkarat purvam tadiya sukha dukkha sakshatkara uchchedakataya prarabdha karmana nirmitam shariram brahma sakshatkaranantaram prayatu mriyatam tishtatu va pranan dharayetu va. So jnani does not care for it. For the jnani, abhimana abhaveapi, there is no abhimana. In the sharira there is no abhimana, there is no tadatmya sambandha anymore. So that sharira which has been put together due to prarabdha, which is called as sutra, kramadharya, prarabdhameva sutram. Tadiyataya itarehi jnayamanam, that which is known by others, the sharira, prarabdha for the jnani is known by others. The onlookers say that the jnani has prarabdha, and jnani sharira being seen, and if there is association for that moment, even choicelessly, not as oneself, but sharira being there, it drags the person in pain. If that is there, then that prarabdha itself is sharira. Sharira itself is prarabdha. Thereby, jnata itarehi jnayamanam tattva sakshatkarat purvam. Before tattva sakshatkara also it was known. The sharira was known to the jnani also. Tadiya sukha dukkha sakshatkara avachedakataya prarabdha karmana nirmitam, and for the experience of sukha dukkha it was nirmita. Prarabdha is for sharira, is for the bhoga. We saw bhogayatanam. It is that which makes the bhoga possible for the jiva, and thereby that particular kind of sharira which makes the prarabdha which is due for fructification, karma which is due for fructification to be experienced by jiva, that kind of sharira is given to the jiva in that particular janma. So the sharira which is nirmitam, brahma sakshatkaranantaram prayatu means mriyata, let it die, the sharira, after the brahma sakshatkara, or let it remain tishtatuva means pranandharayatuva, let the sharira continue to hold prana, but jnani has nothing to do with it. Tattvavetta, called as tattvavetta here, this jnani, atmayathatmya darshi. Tattvavetta means what? Atmayathatmya darshi, who knows the reality of what atma is, what I am. Tat shariram punaha swasya brahmatva jnananantaram na pashyati. He does not see this sharira anymore. See, drigdrishya viveka is for whom? For a sadhaka. Jnani does not need drigdrishya viveka at a later stage. Jnani initial stages, during nididhyasana practice, the viparita bhavana is there, and thereby mithyatva darshana may be needed. So the drigdrishya viveka may be needed. He says that I see the sharira, since it is seen, it cannot be me. Whatever I objectify cannot be the subject. I am the subject. And then he says that the sharira is not me. Like a sadhaka. But sadhaka needs a long time to understand how it is. Drigdrishya viveka itself takes a long time. Jnani can easily do it when he is practicing nishtha. When nishtha becomes automatic meaning what? There is no effort needed to withdraw. He remains in his own swarupa because that is his swarupa. Then drigdrishya viveka is not needed. Therefore brahmatva jnananantaram punaha swasya shariram na pashyati, does not see at all, because he does not cognize it as a sharira which is a tool for me or anything, forget being oneself, the sharira being I am the sharira or the sharira is me, that forget that kind of a drishti. He does not have the drishti that the sharira is mine. Of course, we have seen the gradations of the jnanis, and this is at later stages when one is able to easily dissociate from the sharira. Tatra hetu anandatmana brahmani leena vrittihi yasya sa leena vrittihi. One who has his vrittis which have resolved. Samadhi is the reason. In samadhi you don't see the sharira. Thereby that becomes the reason. The sharira which was bhogayatanam, where the papa bhoga, dukkha bhoga came about even without this person wanting that result, this jiva, who is stuck with that papa bhoga. But sukha bhoga is what one wants. Due to sukha bhoga, one forgets the karma, forgets to analyze the karma, whether or not that is punya karma, and ends up doing papa for immediate sukha, but in the long run it will generate dukkha, because that papa karma will definitely result in dukkha. However, the pursuit is for the sukha. Now under that kama for sukha, vishaya sukha, one forgets that one is doing papa karma. Thereby dukkha bhoga is tied to the jiva. Even if the jiva does not want it, his pursuit is towards sukha. That's why Bhagavan Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamiji says this. He says, this is the world today. Each person wants sukha. Nobody wants dukkha. But what is their karma? You look at their karma, they say, I don't have sukha, I have dukkha, but the karma is towards the papa. Papa karma, if you do papa karma, you will get dukkha. Most of us are doing papa and not doing punya. So how is it that a person will get sukha, more sukha? For more sukha you have to do more punya and avoid papa. To lessen the dukkha, you have to do less papa, more punya. And very nicely he says that wanting something, your journey is different. You are doing exactly opposite to what your goal is. This is what has happened. And finally, what is the goal? To remain in the Swarupa, to shed off all karma, including punya also in the end, because it has served its purpose of bringing you to the Swarupa, moksha, purushartha siddhi. So hetu is what? Anandatmana brahmani leena vritti yasya sa leena vritti brahmani leena vritti, meaning anandatmana brahmani leena vritti yasya, one not leena vritti yasya, vritti is strilinga. So leena vritti yasya sah leena vritti, he is that leena vritti, this tattvavetta who has resolved everything in oneself, in Brahma. Vrittir bahir anagamane hetu anandatmana iti, and anandatmana is hetu, is a hetu listed there, hetu tirtiya. Vrittir bahihi anagamane, that vritti does not go outside, because whatever was the pursuit, whatever the pursuit was of ananda, that is found in oneself. Yada anavritanandatmana manovrittir leena katham kuto va manasa bhirmukatvam syat. Now that anandatma, ananda swarupa of the atma is no longer hidden because avarana has gone away completely, then yada anavrita anandatmana manovrittir leena, manovrittihi leena, then due to that reason of anandatma being, which was being sought, has been found, as though found, meaning that there was no ananda outside, the ananda is known to be one's own swarupa. So what will one hanker for? Katham, how and what or why? So katham kuto va manasaha bahirmukhatvam syat, how can there be bahirmukhatvam at all, and why? सर्वदापि सुखम में भूयाद इति या स्थिता इच्छा तस्याः विषयः प्राप्तः, because whatever was the pursuit so long in all sorts of karmas, sarvadapi, at all times, sukham me bhuyat, what was the pravrutti? Pravrutti was, let there be sukha for me, let there not be dukkha for me. And this is for each prani jata. Each and every being is seeking after sukha. You look at the tree, we think that tree is, I mean science thinks, not we, science thinks that the tree is not sentient really. We don't count it. Generally we don't say, we don't give a linga to the vriksha and talk about it. In Sanskrit we say vriksha, pullinga, but grammatically. We don't talk about as a person, as with a gender. Generally we don't. Unless, we talk about some Devi or Devata in that particular vriksha. But you look at the tree, the way it grows, it searches sunlight, it will turn around. And it is said, it is well known among the Shraddhalu farmers, or those who know agriculture and who understand dharma also. They know that the vriksha has jiva there. Jiva himself has got this vrikshatvam, vrikshabhavaha, due to some karma. Now these people go for a walk, early morning walk in their fields. Why? Because the trees feel happy with the presence of the human beings walking around there. They have a feeling there. They start bending towards, they say the coconut tree starts bending towards not only sunlight, but you look at it, it starts bending towards the house where there are people talking. Anyway, this is all way to explain that how the vriksha is a jiva. So it is true for there's this sukha in searching that sunlight. There is life dependency for the vriksha to search sunlight, and then the jiva there starts growing out its limbs. In that direction it starts branching out. So sarvada api sukham me bhuyat iti ya sthita, for every being ichha, that ichha which is there, tasya vishaya prapta, ananda vishaya, ananda is the vishaya, ananda is prapta, attained. Tatah, therefore what? Nitya niratishya sukham prapya tadatmana linam manah na bahirudeti. Thereby this nitya niratish, this sukha, nitya niratishaya, which cannot be transgressed. This is the highest form of, that's why we call it as bliss. The translation is bliss, but there is usage, blissful experience. What is that blissful experience? That blissful experience is a phrase to say that it is not experienceable. You should not misunderstand that this bliss is experienceable. Bliss is not experienceable. That's why it is separated out from happiness. Happiness can be experienced. Bliss cannot be really experienced. It is, you say that tending to this, happiness is tending to bliss. That is your swarupa. How can you experience your swarupa? You can experience only reflected ananda in the antakarana, but due to lack of any wants there, that bahirmukhatvam has gone, thereby the mirror is clean. There is no kama, there is no vasana. Thereby ananda is experienced as long as there is this, this entity hanging around as the shuddha jiva. सर्वदापि सुखम में भूयाति अस्ति स्थिता इच्छा तस्याः विषयः प्राप्ता ततः नित्य निरतिशय सुखम prapya, having attained that kind of sukha which cannot be crossed across it, you cannot transgress that because it is not experienceable also, and all experience happiness is lesser than it, because this is nitya, everything will keep on coming and going, agantuka. But this nitya nirteshaya sukha, sukham prapya, having attained that, tadatmana leenam manaha na bhairudeti, the mind which is in this form of brahmakara vritti, therefore the mind itself as though has become atma. There is nothing else, it is resolved into the atma, bija rupena. Then na bhairudeti, it has no reason to come out. Prarabdha is there, it will bring back, but then there is no other reason for the mind to come out and focus on anything else. Vakshyati, and it will be said in 523rd shloka towards the end. Kastam puna. Okay, this is a long shloka. Let me recall the tune. Kastam paranandarasanubhutim utsrujya shunyeshu rameta vidwan chandre mahaladini deepyamane chitrendumalo kayitum ka icchet iti. It will be said later that parananda rasanubhutim utsrujya, having attained that anubhuti of highest ananda, bliss, shunyeshu kaha rameta vidwan, who would, vidwan, this vidwan having attained that kind of param sukha, I mean, what kind of vidwan would that person be who has attained the highest ananda and searches for ananda where it is not there, shunyeshu. Example is given there, chandre mahaladini deepyamane chitrendum alokayitum kaichet. Who would desire to see the beauty of the moon, the moonlight in the painting, when the real moon can be seen. So real moon is there, who would look at the painting of the moon? This is the example to drive home the point. 418 shloka is introduced by Bhagavan Vyakhyanakara by saying na tat punah pashyati iti ityadhyuttarardham upapadeti akhandeti. Na tat punah pashyati iti uttarardham. The uttarardha, second half was what? In the earlier shloka was na tat punah pashyati tattvavetta ityadi. So that is the second half. Bhagavan Shankaracharya, Bhagavad Padacharya elaborates this in the 418 shloka by saying अखंडानंदमात्मानं विज्ञाय स्वस्वरूपतः किमिच्छन् कस्य वा हेतोर्देहं पुष्णाति तत्त्ववित्. अखंडानंदम आत्मानं विज्ञाय, तत्ववेत्ता, तत्ववेत्ता तत्वं विन्दति और वेत्ति इति तत्ववेत्ता, one who knows this tattva. What is that tattva? Atma tattva. Atmanam vijnaya, having known this atma, which is akhandanandam, nityanandam. It has not left its swarupananda even when the person was engaged in the outward pursuit. The ananda swarupa of the atma didn't go away even in the worst of the dukkhas. Therefore it is akhanda. It is one complete whole ananda, purna ananda. Swaswarupataha, and how? Not as some objectified sukha, vishaya sukha, but swaswarupataha, as one's own nature. Then, having known this, kasya hetu, tattvavit, this tattvavit, tattvavetta said earlier, vetta would be vindati. Here tattvam vetti iti tattvavit, different dhatu, same meaning. So tattvavit, kim icchan kasya va hetoho, desiring what or for what purpose would he deham pushnati, would he, so pushnati here you should take the meaning as a kind of a purpose has to be seen there. So latlakara here would have that meaning, pushnati, for what purpose would he do it? It will have vidhiling kind of a meaning. So kimicchan kasyava hetoho deham pushnati. This deha is an instrument, karana, for attainment of something. That attainment is really sukha. Via some karma one is looking for sukha. So the end goal is sukha in each and every karma. That has been already attained because it is one's own swarupa, attained as one's own swarupa. Then for what purpose would one, and for which, to meet which desire? The desires are met. He is kritakrityaha. And there is no hetu to do any karma also. So karma will drop off. Karma will drop off. Having attained this atma, it will automatically drop off. Yesterday there was a video someone had shared where Bhagwan Bharati Tirtha Swamiji was defending Advaita against Dvaita. And then he was saying this about Veda Mithyatvam, all that he was discussing, but there was an important statement he made. He says that there is an aropa that many people make. In the context of that talk, he said that there is an aropa that, oh, they say that you should leave all karmas. Advaitin say this. You should leave all karma. He says after the Advaita Tattva is known, we don't need to say that you drop karma. It is no longer a vidhi. It will automatically drop off. It will drop off. There is no reason to continue in karma. This is amiss on a lot of people. Continue the karma and expect that sukha to remain. It will not remain. Prarabdha will drag back the person. That's why it is taken as a vidhi even by Bhagavan Bhashyakara in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. He interprets that as a vidhi, Yajnavalkya sannyasa. Otherwise there was no reason for Yajnavalkya to take sannyasa. He was well-to-do, jnani, had kept on getting gifts after gift, had 2 wives. He couldn't ask for anything more for his life to continue happily. He was an aparoksha jnani. Even as a grihastha, as a vanaprasthi maybe, he was going to Janaka's court and teaching and participating in debates, answering all their questions. Bhagavan Vidyaranacharya says in Jivan Mukti Viveka that was aparoksha jnana, but Jivan Mukti was lacking. Why? Because Ananda was lacking, so he had to leave karma. And then that is the sannyasa which is interpreted as Vidvat sannyasa. Renunciation of a knower after knowing the tattva. Why? for that ananda to remain, for the ego to go away. That's why it is interpreted as a vidhi. But really, once the tattva is known, there is no vidhi. People take that half, ardha jaratiya nyaya, and say that I don't need to leave anything. You continue your life the way it was earlier and then say that I am a jnani. Won't work. Won't work. One of Janaka example, which is also very doubtful, because Bhagavan Bhashyakara in Gita raises a question as to whether we don't know whether Janaka continued for Loka Sangraha or he was practicing dharma and practicing dharma for Chitta Shuddhi at that point of a time when he was a king. We know through history, we know some parts, Itihasa, but we don't know idamitham. This is exactly how it was. We don't know. He raises he says athava, an optional interpretation of the Gita shloka there. Thereby, in the talk that I mentioned, HS says that it is we don't need to say that karma should be given up. The karma would drop off automatically, and that is what is meant here is that kimichan kasyava hetur deham pushnati tattvit. Why would one nourish the body which is a tool for the pursuit of ananda? Ananda is already found, so you don't need the tool anymore. Why should you keep nourishing the body? Sannyasa dharma is to just keep it ticking. As long as prarabdha is there, it ticks. That's it. Sustenance of the body versus nourishing the body is totally different. People go to gym to keep it because there is a pursuit to be met. But that pursuit being met, why would anyone nourish the body? It is jada really. It is, earlier we've seen, it is like doing alankara or nourishing the dead body. That's all it is. And earlier it was said, whether or not you want it, it will be nourished as much as it is due for the sharira. Guna guneshu vartante. In this very work, what was said? Prarabdham pushnati shariram. Prarabdha nourishes the body. You don't nourish the body. So that's a wrong indulgence, wrong kind of indulgence. Gurudev Shivanand Maharaj used to say that a person who starts nourishing the body and joins gym, what happens? He is trying to maintain the health, shape of the body, but what happens? Starts posing for himself and becomes like a narcissist. He will be spending most of his time looking in the mirror and looking how the muscle tone has come up. Or in the case of women, shaping up the body, looking at the figure. All this is giving importance to the sharira, whereas the pursuit is other way around. Sharira you should dissociate from. So the goal versus the path, they are completely divorced. Tattvavit akhandanandam atmanah swaswarupatvena vijnaya. So tattvavit vijnaya. Kim vijnaya? Akhandanandam atmanam was said here. Atmanah. I don't think it is right here. That's why I faltered a little. It should be atmanam, I think. So there is in my print at least atmanah has been said. Tattvavit akhandanandam atmanam swaswarupatvena vijnaya. Having known this as oneself, this ananda, which is nityananda, as one's own swarupa, kim icchan, desiring what? Yadi kinchid icchati tasya apraptasya prapte prayatnam kuryat. If one desires something, then to meet that desire, praptaye prayatnam kuryat, one would make an effort to meet that end, to meet that desire. Deham vina prayatna karana sambhavat. Why? Because prayatna is not possible without this bhogayatana sharira, which also makes this not only as a bhokta, but it makes him a karta also. And deham pushniyacha, thereby one would have to nourish the body because you have to have strength to do all the karma. Ata uktam kasya va hetuho kasmai phalaya ityartah. Therefore it is said that for what purpose? For what purpose means for what? To meet what end? For what? To what result? To what end would one feed and nourish this body. Deham pushnati. Why would one nourish the body? Because there is nothing to meet, no end result to attain. Uktam hi shrutya, and Brihadaranyaka Shruti says, there is another typo here. Ched vajan, yeah, it should be ched vijaniyad. Atmanam ched vijaniyad ayam asmiti purushah kimicchan kasya kamaya shariram anusanjaret iti. So atmanam ched vijaniyad ayam asmiti purushah. Purushah yadi, ched means yadi vijaniyad, atmanam vijaniyad. If purusha knows this atma, how? Oneself. This atma means etad atma, this oneself as what? Ayam asmiti. I am this, I am this, I am this. What is it? Brahmasmi. Then kimicchan kasya kamaya, desiring what and for what goal, for what desire, desiring what, and that includes the object also. Kasya kamaya shariram anusanjaret. Anusanjaret, jara is what? Jara is in other languages, jara is what? Fever. It is disease. Fever is a disease. It takes you away from your own swarupa. That is what disease is. This is the word for health in Ayurveda is swasthyam. Swasthyam is what? Swastha, tadhita of swastha. Swastha is what? Swasmin tishtati iti swastha. Who is healthy? Who remains in oneself, means one's own swarupa. That health is natural. We mess it up by all sorts of torture to the body through food, through there is no balance in food or in sleep or anything, in indulgence. There is no balance. Therefore, that swastha goes away. Swastha goes away. Swasmin tishtati. One remains in oneself. To bring back, what does one have to do? That cure is only to take away the disease. What you remain, you remain. And if you extend that, what is really swastha? Swasmin tishtati. What is that swa? Swa there is not the sharira. It is one's own swarupa, atma swarupa. Therefore, this jwara being disease, losing swasthya, is jwara there. So sharira is like a jwara. Sharira is disease. Samsara is a disease really. In Ayurveda also, the first they say that you treat all sorts of diseases, then finally treat the samsara disease, which is the sharira. You should not get the sharira again. Sharira is swasthya when there is disease. When you take away all the diseases, then Ayurveda's goal is also moksha. They say you should not get this janma. Getting the sharira itself is like getting a disease. So kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anusanjaret, following the sharira, who would torture oneself. This is what Brihadaranyaka Shruti says, and Ayurveda is based on that. That's why it's Ayurveda. It is Veda. It has Veda in the word Ayurveda. It's an anga. Samyak vidita tattvasya lakshanam aha samsiddhasyeti. Who is this tattvavetta or tattvavit? He is samyak vidita tattvaha. He is one by whom tattva has been very well understood. Sakshatkara. Anubhuti is there. What is his lakshana? Lakshana, characteristic or definition. So here this shloka says that संसिद्धस्य फलं त्वेतज्जीवन मुक्तस्य योगिनः बहिरन्तः सदानंद रसास्वादनम आत्मनि. Should not be broken. Pada should not be broken across padas, within the pada, but long words. संसिद्धस्य फलं त्वेतज् जीवन मुक्तस्य योगिनः बहिरन्तः सदानंद रसास्वादनम आत्मनि. That is how it should have been read. So samsiddha is a person. This samsiddhasya phalam. Siddha. Not only a siddha as in the yogi siddha, he has got these siddhis. He has some siddhis. He has the highest siddhi, purushartha siddhi. That kind of siddhi he has, so he is a samsiddha, samyak siddha. That is the samyaktum there. Mukta, mukta. So samsiddhasya phalam. He knows this tattva. Therefore samsiddhaha samyaktaya jnatam tattvam. Yena. He will be that, vidita. Samyak vidita tattvam, viditam tattvam yena. Saha samyak vidita tattvaha. Tasya lakshanam. What is his lakshana? Samsiddhasya phalam tu etat. Jivan muktasya yoginaha. Who is this samsiddha? He is a yogi who has got the purushartha siddhi. That kind of siddhi is got. Who is a jivan mukta? Jivan mukta, jivan eva muktaha, jivan muktaha. Karmadharya. He is free while living. Bahiranta sadananda rasaswadanam atmani. Atmani, in oneself, Atmani, he has. So what is that lakshana? Lakshana in the second line it is given. Etat jivan muktasya phalam. What is the phala? Phala etat phalam bahirantaha, whether inside or outside, sada, always ananda rasaswada is there, aswada is there, rasaswada is there. Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadaya is the meaning there. He is paraphrased there rather. Not paraphrase, that came later. So it can be said as it's no, I really don't know whether which came later, so let me not assert it, but that's the meaning there. Let's say that's the meaning. Yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadhayah. Wherever the mind goes, there is samadhi, sukha rupa samadhi. Because brahma rupa samadhi, sukha rupa means ananda swarupa. Atma is there, and samadhi in Vedanta is what? Brahma rupa samadhi. When vritti is leena, then what one is one's own swarupa, and that is ananda. So wherever the mind goes, that's where samadhi is. Because everything is me, manifestation of me. Bahirantah sadananda rasaswadan swadanam atmani. It is there in oneself. Sadhana Chatushta Sampatti Purassaram Guru Upasadhya. So the entire journey is talked about this lakshana of a jnani, tattvetta, tattvit, samyak vidita tattvaha, siddhaha, samsiddhaha. All these words are talking about the same person who is a yogi, who is jivan mukta. What is his journey? Sadhana Chatushta Sampatti Purassaram, preceded by Sadhana Chatushta Sampatti. We know all this. Guru Upasadhya, having approached the Guru, Tanmukhat Vedanta Vakyartham Shrutva Matva Nididhyasya. Then Tanmukhat is Guru Mukhat, from the Guru. Vedanta Vakyartham Shrutva, having understood the Vedanta Vakyartha. Not necessarily, look at the beauty of the Vyakhyana. Not necessarily Vedanta alone. Can be Vedanta Vakya Artha also. Actually it can mean Vedanta Vakya and Artha. Both one should learn from the Guru. But other way possible interpretation is, another possible interpretation would be Vedanta Vakyartham. Even if you understand what is the meaning, what is taught in Vedanta, even if we don't study Shabdata in other languages, it is possible through Prakarana Granthas. That's why Prakarana Granthas, because everyone does not have eligibility in Vedanta. Everyone does not have that qualification which comes through particular samskaras, particular upbringing. All this is there. All this is due to karma. Nobody says that you take up a job in any institution, everybody is equal. No one says that. But when it comes to dharma, everybody is equal. How is everybody equal? If everybody is not equal in your particular job areas or business areas or study areas, why should everyone be equal in dharma area? Dharma also has study. You say no, the person is not qualified for a particular job because does not have particular qualification from particular universities with particular marks. All this isn't that bias? Nobody considers that as a bias. But as soon as you say that no, this person has to be trained in this kind of a thing, he has to be born in a particular family, all that comes from karma. We don't have sight of the earlier janma. A person has earned a particular, we've seen this, earned dhana, earned vidya, earned whatever. That's why you have child prodigies. Nobody questions that. How does suddenly a person become a child prodigy? Earlier karma is there. Why should Bhagwan give one person that kind of an opportunity, one child, and another lacking? There do we see disparity? It is there. Disparity is all over. Dvaita is tending to plurality, multiplicity. That's why you have different thumb impressions. Thumb is different, the ear is different. How can everyone be equal? Nobody is really equal. Only Atma is Sama. Samatvam is that Atma. Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. That Samatvam is that Atma which is Advaita Atma. Everything else is plurality. Mithya. So if you say, but for Mithya, to get there you have a journey where this dharma has to be, the order has to be followed. That's why we get something called as moksha, which is revealed in the Shruti. We get that, and the means also is revealed by the same Shruti. But even if we cannot study Shruti, we cannot understand Shruti, even if we are, let's say, eligible, by social order eligible, but does not understand because other karma has started fructifying and buddhi has weakened. Person does not understand what is being taught. That's why there are even so-called qualified category, there are misunderstandings. They conclude Dvaita, Vishishta Dvaita, whatever, through Tarka, through only karma. All this is what? Brahmanas themselves have misunderstood as Purvamamsa being the goal, as Karma Kanda being the goal, Swarga being the goal, or Tarkika saying we have to analyze all these atoms, all the scientists. So even in today's world, these Naiyayikas would be scientists and logicians. They have come from Brahmanas, supposed to be eligible, but Chitta Shuddhi lacking. It's not possible. So, just a moment. I'm sorry. So, Tanmukhat Vedanta Vakyartam Shrutva Matva Nidhyasya. So, others also have opportunity through Vakyartha, Vedanta Vakyartha, with Shraddha, if one understands, then Matva, having inquired into it, having gotten doubtless knowledge, Nididhyasya, contemplating and meditating on that very tattva, Samyak Atmanubhavataha Yogina, for this yogi who has Anubhava of Atma, Samyaktaya, Sakshatkara is there, Aparoksha Jnana, Paramatmani Eva, that Atmani, Paramatmani Eva, Stapita Chittasya Jivan Muktasya, Jivatha api Sarvopadi Sambandha Vinirmuktasya tu Etat Phalam Yat Atmani Antakarane Bahiranta Sadananda Rasaswadanam. So who is this Jivan Mukta? Who has yogi, who has Anubhava, Sakshatkara, and Paramatmani eva Stapita Chittasya. His Chitta is in Paramatma all the time, which is one's own Swarupa. What kind of Paramatma? Not someone elsewhere. It is me. Jivan Muktasya, for this Jivan Mukta, Jivatha api, while living also, Sarvopadi Sambandha Vinirmuktasya, even while living in this Sharira, he has no association with any of these Upadis or Shariras or Koshas. To Etat Phalam, this is the Phala. What is the Phala? Yad Atmani Antakarane Bahihi Antaha Sadananda Rasaswadanam. So Bahiranta Sadananda Rasaswadanam. Rasa Aswada is there, as we saw in the Mula, during the Mula itself. Atmani Antakarane. So Atma here is Atmani, that Atmani is interpreted as Antakarane. In his Antakarana, in oneself, in his Antakarana, not in that Paramatmani Atmani, but Atmani Antakarane. In that Antakarana there is Rasaswada. Because in Atma there cannot be Rasaswada. I mentioned this earlier. The bliss cannot be experienced, but the reflected bliss, Swarupa Ananda, which is reflected in the Antakarana, that is experienced. And as per Bhagavan Vidyaranyacharya, he says that is the Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti is this Ananda. Tapping this Ananda, That's why you withdraw from the society for that ananda to continue. Nothing wrong with it. It is as per prarabdha again. There is nothing wrong in being in the society. There is nothing wrong in going away from the society. Both ways. But we should know, really be sure as to jnana is there. Otherwise, we can cheat the entire world. We can't cheat ourselves. There's no point. There's no point in denying ourselves this moksha when there is possibility in this very janma. Vyutthanepi nanandasya tirodhanam akhandakara vritya avaranasya bhanjitatva taduktam bhiriti. Vyutthanepi na anandasya tirodhanam. Once a person comes out of samadhi, like once comes out of the sushupti, that ananda goes away. Because there is ananda really, that sushupti ananda does not really go away. It is there, but there is noise in the dream and waking states. There is prapancha, there is identification, abhimana is there, and thereby bhoga is there. But other bhoga is there. But in sushupti, all that is not there. So even if there is this sushupti sukha in swapna and jagrata avastha, one does not get it. But in the samadhi, the ananda that one has tapped, that also goes, but it does not go for a jnani. Jnani samadhi continues over a period of time. It will continue to remain. Once one graduates to that level, it will remain, and that nirvikalpaka samadhi will become sahaja samadhi. Swarupa is because there is no association with the sharira at all. That sukha will manifest even in other states, all states rather. Vyutthanepi na anandasya tirodhana, the ananda does not go away. Akhandakara vritya avaranasya bhanjitatvat. What is the hetu? Because the avarana has been destroyed completely. Even if prarabdha ticks this sharira, makes this sharira tick, still this person will have no association because there is no avidya. Avidya nasha has happened by akhandakara vritti. Therefore, taduktam bhiriti, that has been said as bahihi. Even if one has to have association outward due to prarabdha or remain inward due to prarabdha again, the person always has his ananda rasa swada, ananda rasa aswada. Itarairapi tadiya murti darshanena ayam purnanandaha iti nirantara smita smeravalokanadina nyayate iti tasya purnanandatmana stitihi nirantara eva avidya nivritti rupa mokshasyapi drishtaphalatvat. How do you know this person is sukhi? He says others also know. Those who have chitta shuddhi, those who come in contact with that kind of a jnani, they also experience some sukha. This is anubhava siddha to many. There was crowd which was flooding around Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Why? Many did not understand what he said. Many a time he didn't talk. People asked questions, he didn't respond. But just being around, they felt some sukha. So this is a side effect of that. So itarairapi tadiya murti darshanena. Even if you don't experience sukha, you see that that person is experiencing sukha. He does not have anything to do with the world. So itarairapi tadiya murti darshanena ayam purnananda. He is purnananda. He is always in sukha. You can see sukha. Even with cancer, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi had no issue. The surgeon is crying, but he is free. He says there is dukkha. Who is the dukkha for? You inquire into it, goes away. It is for the sharira. Without the anesthesia, the surgeon is operating on Bhagavan's cancer, and then Bhagavan is sitting there. The surgeon is crying. Very difficult even for the surgeon to operate. How can you operate on somebody who is not, under anesthesia? Just an example to drive home the point that they know that he has Ananda Swarup. He is in that Swarupa Ananda. Iti nirantara smitasmeravalokana nyayate. It is known. Although this jnani cannot be known, but this kind of a jnani who has reached that stage can be, others can infer. Iti tasya purnanandatmana sthitihi nirantara eva. That purnananda sthiti does not go away whether he is focus outward or inward at that stage, not at initial stages. Initial stages one has to withdraw, otherwise one will get lost in samsara. Avidya nivritti rupa mokshasyapi drishtaphalatva. Because there is drishtaphala. Drishtaphala is there, but drishtaphala is also there, that is that sukha. Avidya nivritti rupa moksha, that moksha which is the nivritti, which is in the form of nivritti from avidya, that kind of moksha has drishtaphala also. Not only adrishtaphala, whatever we say adrishta, no, there is drishtaphala also. I'll not start the next one because it has a long tika. So I'll stop here. We'll continue in the next part. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharantam Agocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. Om Tat Sat. Any questions? Okay, I'll see you in the next part. Namaste.